friends, my name's Doreen Foxwell. Welcome to this week's Kids Yoga Meets Astrology, and today happens to be a new moon. It's happening this evening on the Eastern Standard Time, 5:59 p.m. or 6 p.m. And it also is falling within 12 hours, or less actually, of the Lunar New Year. The Lunar New Year is based on a lunar calendar, or the moon cycles. And so it falls at a couple different times, not on the exact same time like our New Year's is New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, always the same, but not the Lunar New Year. So this happens to be their back-to-back days when this is happening, or actually within hours of each other. So for those of you that are not familiar with the Lunar New Year, also called the Chinese New Year everywhere, trying to be politically correct, it is the year of the wood dragon that we're going into. They pick an animal and an element, and we're leaving the bunny or rabbit year with them, and we're going into the dragon. Now, think about the energy of a bunny, and think about, or rabbit, and think about the energy of a dragon. Do you think they're a little bit different? Yes. Well, think about that. Going into this year, the year of the dragon is fierce. Rah! There's going to be fire and flames, and that brings transformation. But the new moon that we're having right now in the zodiac sign of Aquarius is all about bringing people, communities, like-minded individuals all together. It is pushing your child and you out there into the world to find where you belong. Who are your people? This new moon is all about finding your people, the people that truly understand you or your child and love and accept you for who you are. This is very important right now, that if you do not have that support from friends or families, you need to find it in outside sources, organizations, clubs, places that you can join, social circles. This is the time to do it with this new moon in Aquarius, because Aquarius wants to bring everyone together for the good of all, for the betterment of all in society. So if your children have been wanting to join something, let's say the Girl Scouts, the Boy Scouts, 4-H, now is the time to do it. Absolutely have them do it. If you have been thinking about wanting to get out more, now's the time to get out. Go to an activity or event in your community that interests you. So that's all for the new moon. Back to the Lunar New Year. The Lunar New Year, the year of the wood dragon. For the wood dragon, I wanted to have a lot of flames out today, which normally I don't work with the kids with real candles. We'll use the battery operated candles, but being that I'm in my home studio, yay, I got out a red candle for the Lunar New Year, our moon candle, and also a lantern, which in the Lunar New Year, they use a lot of lanterns and kites that look like dragons or look like lanterns, and so it's a beautiful celebration. And so I wanted to honor our families and friends that celebrate either the new moon or the Lunar New Year, or if it's something you want to start to do. One of the greatest things to do on a new moon is to write down with your child or discuss what it is that they have been wanting to share with you that they haven't shared, their innermost feelings about something. What have you wanted to share with somebody that you haven't shared? And I will say that when you do it, you want to do it with as much kindness and love in your heart when you're going to share something that maybe will be upsetting to the other person. Now, being a parent, Kids say things to us all the time that hurt our feelings, and it just bounces right off, because what can we do? We're their child's parent. They're going to hurt our feelings at times. But when it comes to friends, many of us might feel the need to share certain things with friends right now. And when you're thinking of doing that, my only advice is, again, to do it with love, to do it with kindness, and think about how it's going to affect that friend. Even though you need to get it out, and getting it out during a new moon is a great time to do it. And I am talking from firsthand experience here. And so you want to just make sure you don't use any harsh words, anything that you'll regret. But if you have something to get off your chest, now's the time to do it. So I want to share a quick exercise for those of you that have a very hard time speaking your truth and being authentic, because right now is all about being authentic with this new moon. And it literally is just kind of shouting out, ah, or or la, or ra. Whatever sound you want to let out, you want to let that sound out. Let your child pick what sound they want to let out. Let it roar like a dragon would. Roar! So it's a great time to do that. And that will help you when you want to get those words out that maybe get stuck in your throat even, that saying. This is the new moon to release that, and to join society and our culture out there and our communities, and to be a part of the communities. Now is not a time to hide in your house or hide in your room. Now's the time to get out there. Namaste.